Reese didn't just stir the pot. She crushed her own teammates into the dust earlier this week, and then made the fatal mistake of going after Vandersloot, who was already in the midst of an intense comeback from a torn ACL. Imagine the audacity. A second-year player questioning the future and reliability of a two-time WNBA champion and five-time All-Star. It's the type of move that doesn't just fracture a locker room, it exposes it, leaks it, and drags it into chaos for the whole league to see. When Vandersloot finally broke her silence, it wasn't subtle. It was sharp, direct, and dripping, with the kind of confidence only a veteran with a stacked resume can carry. Contrary to what Reese implied, Vandersloot said her age was not a factor. She was coming back better than ever, and she made it clear she wasn't going to let some sophomore drama queen rewrite her story. No cryptic tweets, no vague shade, just facts. This is where Reese's arrogance turned into a full-blown disaster. The Sky's so-called franchise face didn't just alienate her teammates like Ariel Atkins, Rachel Bannum, and Hailey Van Lith. She took aim at a legend, and legends don't go down quietly. Reese might have thought her comments about Vandersloot's age and durability were just blunt honesty, but the truth is, it was an open-hand slap at someone who's accomplished more in one season than Reese has in her entire career so far. That's the problem. Reese has built her brand on drama, on stirring the pot since her LSU days, on wearing controversy like a badge of honor. But in the pros, that act wears thin fast. You can talk, you can posture, you can brand yourself however you like, but when you call out a veteran who has 2 rings, 7 assist titles, and the respect of the league, you'd better back it up on the court. And Reese didn't. Think about what this means inside Chicago's locker room. Reese publicly dismissed Vandersloot's ability to return, claiming the team couldn't rely on her because of her age, before suggesting the Sky needed to go find someone younger with experience. Younger with experience? That doesn't even make sense. But more importantly, she did it on camera, in front of the media, knowing full well those words would hit headlines instantly. And once you torch trust in public, it's nearly impossible to put that fire out in private. Now picture Ariel Atkins, who just arrived in Chicago, being dragged into the mess before she's even settled in. Picture Rachel Bannum, who's fought for her spot year after year, seeing her name dismissed like an afterthought. Picture Hailey Van Lith, still adjusting to the speed of the league, hearing that her own teammate doesn't believe she's capable of leading them to a playoff run. That's not just tension, that's poison. The Sky front office tried to contain it with a half-game suspension, but everyone knew that was laughable. A 20-minute slap on the wrist doesn't fix a locker room meltdown. It makes the organization look weak, like they're more concerned with optics than accountability. Fans didn't respect it. Media didn't respect it. Even players across the league didn't respect it. It was a band-aid on a bullet wound. And then came Vandersloot's response. Calm, collected, and devastating. She reminded everyone why she's earned her reputation. She didn't scream, she didn't rant, she didn't insult Reese back. She simply affirmed her commitment, her work, and her determination to return stronger than ever. That's what professionalism looks like. That's what leadership looks like. And that's exactly what Reese has been failing to show. This isn't about one careless remark anymore. This is about a pattern. Missing layups earlier in the year, leading the league in turnovers despite missing games, racking up technical fouls until a suspension was inevitable, and now blasting her teammates publicly. Reese is stacking up mistakes faster than highlights. And unlike in college, where her larger-than-life personality could be masked by wins and hype, the WNBA doesn't have patience for antics without results. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out in Indiana taking hit after hit, targeted by defenders, scrutinized by media but never once turning on her teammates. Clark gets knocked down and gets right back up, pushing the Fever toward playoff contention, building trust with her roster, and showing the kind of resilience you can't manufacture. The contrast is brutal. One rookie is the centerpiece of a franchise renaissance. The other is turning her own team into a circus tent. And here's the kicker. Reese keeps talking about wanting championships, wanting elite teammates, wanting upgrades. But who's going to sign with Chicago if the face of the franchise publicly disrespects veterans? Free agents notice. Agents notice. Legends notice. Why would anyone walk into that storm willingly? Reese isn't attracting talent, she's repelling it. That's the delicious irony of this whole saga. Reese wanted to demand more from her team, but all she's done is make the Sky less appealing to anyone who might have joined. The Sky look powerless. The coach looks cornered, and the team looks fractured beyond repair. Vandersloot's clapback wasn't just about defending herself. It was about drawing a line in the sand. Respect isn't optional. You don't get to question legends until you've earned something yourself. Reese hasn't even finished 2 full seasons, hasn't sniffed playoff success, hasn't proven. She can elevate anyone but herself. Meanwhile, Vandersloot's career is already cemented with rings, records, and respect. The credibility gap between the two couldn't be wider, and yet Reese's fan base doesn't help her case. Instead of respecting Vandersloot's accomplishments, they flooded social media with childish insults, trashing her career as if rings and accolades don't matter. That's not just embarrassing, it reflects back on Reese. A fan base mirrors its star. Clark's fans celebrate her greatness and spread her legacy. Reese's fans drag legends down and push conspiracy theories. That's not building a brand, that's building resentment. At the end of the day, Angel Reese is on a dangerous path. She's burning bridges faster than she can build them. She's alienating teammates, disrespecting veterans, and forcing her franchise into tough decisions they didn't think they'd face so soon. And if she's not careful, she could be out of Chicago before her career ever really takes off. Question isn't whether the Sky can survive without her. The question is whether they even want to keep trying with her. And after Vandersloot's clapback, after the suspension, after the endless drama, the answer might be clear. Angel Reese just isn't worth the headache anymore. So, what do you think? Should Angel Reese be fired by the Chicago Sky, or can she salvage her reputation before it's too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss the latest updates.